Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Spare laptop, stolen Wi-Fi, we're going in dry. This is gonna be it. Another round of RHL matches, and we're gonna take a look at not at the other half of the table, but at the other half of the title contenders table. This is gonna be Mr. Goat. Yep. The guy from the Goat Simulator, if you've ever caught him in action. And he is gonna be going up against Blackened. Blackened, the former RHL admin, or maybe even present RHL admin, not entirely certain. Anyway, yeah, Blackened has been in the competitive scene for a long time. No merits just yet. Hasn't reaped any rewards just yet, but definitely one of the stronger players here in the roster. Albeit, Master Season 10 is crazy stacked. And it's gonna be tough for guys such as myself to survive. I've had a really tough time with not having any practice whatsoever. Grenadier is out for Goat, who has randomed his way into Soviets, this time as Ukraine. But given the cutthroat nature of the game currently, or the RHL at least, I'm not expecting this to go to late game. I'm not expecting to see demo tracks. I'm always happy and pleasantly surprised to see them, but it's not the norm. Uh-oh, Grenadier is into the power lines. Is this gonna be power down already? Most certainly is. Not the biggest of impacts, but it delays your build by what? 10 seconds maybe? So there's that. Rifle infantry blob is forming, and is this a war factory first build? Does certainly look like it. I don't have my hotkeys. No, double red for both, okay. Oh, wow. Blackened is still in low power. That is more impactful than I thought. Just check out his production time. Okay, it just jumped up to regular power again. Yeah, that is a 20-second delay then. That is nasty. That also affects your infantry production speed as well. So, he definitely has the smaller army out right now. And speaking of which, if you're going double ref, I would definitely recommend against not building infantry, because otherwise you're just going to start floating, and you're not going to be able to reap the rewards of a double ref build. And this is, yeah, this is well and all, but this is relatively small compared to what Goat already has to offer, because he was continually producing, and especially the rockets. 4 early rockets here. That means he's going to be able to deal with any vehicle. With this blob, you can even deal with a medium tank. Maybe not a heavy, depends on the angle of approach, and how fast the rockets die, but with a medium tank, definitely. So, War Factory is now out. Goat is definitely ahead on the build timer there. And he's going... Yeah, he's going for his APC. That's a classic. He likes his early APC. He's not a flak track fan. And to be honest, there are not many flak track fans out there. But flak tracks, they have a couple perks. First off, they scale very well into the mid game if you make them survive, because they basically counter any allied tier 2. They counter artilleries, they counter helicopters, and anything that a tier 2 player of allies can throw at you. And even soft counter to MiGs and Yaks, if should it come to that. Alright, Blackened finds the engineer. Secondly, flak tracks are more mobile, they're more versatile for scouting. Obviously their armor is paper thin, that's a downside, but I actually like them a lot. And thirdly, they have crazy DPS against light armor targets, and you guess what's a light armor target? Yep, the MCV. If you can somehow, through a miracle, find the MCV, and manage to block the deployment. Ooh, nice hit and run here. Takes out another rocket, that's worth it. He loses his scout vehicle there, but that's definitely worth it. He killed like 3 rockets. Yeah, I did kill 3. So that's an entirely rifle-saturated blob there. So yeah, if you can manage to make the flak truck survive and get it into your opponent's MCV, get it to sink its teeth into the MCV, that is definitely going to be a good time. Always feels good. The off chance. And it is mobile enough to run away from most direct threats. Maybe hard to juke a light tank, because it's got the same speed now, ever since the last patch. Also, these maps, for those of you who don't know, these maps already incorporate some of the balance changes that are coming up for the new release. So for example, here, light tanks take an extra zook shot to take out. They also no longer leave husks, and that is one of the biggest buffs to light tanks ever. It sounds so weird, but husks are only good on expensive vehicles, like on a mammoth tank. You wanna recapture those husks with mechanics, that is sexy, but on a light tank it's not worth it, and the husks just serve to block the other incoming light tanks. That was especially detrimental when you were chasing units, like for example you were chasing Tesla tanks, and allies notoriously, historically have a notoriously hard time countering Tesla tanks and flak trucks, like the combination of the two, for the simple reason that light tanks would in theory be okay in terms of DPS against the Tesla tanks, but they die so easily, and once one dies, it starts a cascade where all of them die. That position, Flame Tower is in a great spot here, where all of them die because they all get tangled up, and the Tesla tanks can basically hide behind the wrecks. Oh man, that is already the meat shield going down, and Goat is going on a chase. Oh, he's losing so much. Re-engaging is Blackened. That is definitely not a good call. He's gonna be losing his entire army there. He's gonna get completely routed. Oh, that is nasty. I'm gonna check the army graph in a bit. There's gonna be a little bit of a dip. Spoiler alert. Man, that was just a brutal engagement. He shouldn't have re-engaged, should have cut his losses and ran away, but that's caster's vision. Caster's vision is always 50-50. 20-20, sorry. Did I not have you had two tanks there. One survived for a brief while, and the other one already died when it got tangled up on the flame tower. It just burnt out here. Man, now there's two armies. There's an advantage of 2-over-1 armies. You know, when I played against Goat, I lost the game against him without even firing a single shot. Even before the first engagement, I was down 4k assets, despite going double ref myself, because I just messed up the macro somewhat fierce. So I was in the same situation against Goat as Blackened is right now, and this does certainly look irrecoverable. Let's be honest, look at the map. I'm seeing lots of blue. I'm not seeing much grey. Yeah, I'm seeing a darker shade here than grey. Goat is out of control. He is falling out of control here. 48/35k, 7 minutes deep, and that's the GG already. I mean, a bit anticlimactic for game 1, but let's be real. He wasn't long for this world. He was on a timer. Man, that was savage. Just that one engagement. All he killed was one flame tower, and yeah, Black had just been overly aggressive, and Goat was in position, punished it. On to game 2.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Here we are, let's zoom in on the action. This is game number 2 between Goat and Blackened, and the players are spawning as Germany for Blackened. Slight chance of chrono tanks, a very minuscule chance to be fair, but it's still there. And Russia for Goat. I don't know if he picked, but I think he always randoms, and the way the open array algorithm works, I don't know if that got fixed, but it is biased. So if it gives you Soviets or one Soviet faction one time, next game you're gonna have a very high chance of randoming Soviets again. Not necessarily the sub-factions. The sub-factions are always feel completely random, but the bias between allies and Soviets is real. If you tend to random one more significantly more often than the other, it's because basically the algorithm, the random algorithm is streaking. So if it gives you allies one time, it's likely to give you allies like 3 or 4 times, which is kind of weird. I don't know, maybe it has been fixed, but it definitely used to be a thing. Blackened going for the safe capture of the hospital first, not daring to venture out too far on the map. Courtesy of him having less army mass, like way less army mass. Ooh. Goat is already camping the oil there. Is he gonna take an aggressive oil capture? Wow. Okay. That is super aggressive, but Blackened is going War Factory first, and he only has 5 rifles and an NG out. So this could definitely pan out in his favor. He's also scouting this. He's gonna be delighted to see that there's nothing much in the way of resistance in the base at the moment. Yeah, he's gonna see the War Factory as well, isn't he? Yep. Scouts it here. And that is gonna clue him in to move in aggressively onto the power plant. Okay. Interesting. I think Blackened might be forced to pull the... Yep. pulling the goalies. Scatter move is coming out. No big crushes here. Ooh, this is gonna be a power down situation for Blackened again. And he's gonna lose his ranger to boot. Nice target fire. There's gonna be... let's see, basic. Okay, the power plant goes down, but fortunately, in foresight, in wise foresight, Blackened has already kept another one at the ready. So, we're gonna check the combat tab. That's fairly even. Nothing too crazy, but the crazy part is that on this map, you shouldn't be allowed to have a double Derrick advantage. Most certainly not. Sell the racks? I mean, he needs to do something to come back here, because he's got right now he's harvesting at the same speed as Goat. And Goat already has a light vehicle out, he has an army out, he's got all the oil derricks, and this is just gonna start snowballing again. Is this... oh no, he's throwing away his few rifles that he has too. That was not the best decision, honestly. Yeah, this is already looking quite bad. Not gonna lie. He's trying to come back via the economical route. He's just hard focusing on building eco. So he's gonna be behind a service depot as well. He's gonna be behind an MCV timing. It doesn't bode well for him. Right now, I'm not seeing how he's... like, his win condition is not there. Unless he routes the Goat in one engagement and then takes the map from there, but I'm not seeing that. Zero army. Yes, the spectators keep commenting. Absolute zero in terms of the army. Alrighty. APC is gonna net him a 4th oil derrick. Oil Baron Goat. This is some HP Morgan types of monopoly. Are you serious? He has monopolized oil on this map. This is looking rough. Man, capitalism. Yep. Win and then win more. That is some not so underhanded capitalism critique. That is... ooh, light tank wind-up toy build. Blackened is... yeah, he's forcing his hand. Blackened feels like he has to make something happen. He has revealed the second light tank though, so Goat definitely knows what's up. Also, this is not a good position. He can't fight like this. Oh god, is the APC going in? There is basically no anti-armor at the moment. He could get so many crushes here. He just moves in a straight line. Just murks the entire infantry sector. Okay, Blackened is taking his victories where he can get them. He's gonna find the pick on an oil derrick or two. Should definitely go for the other oil derrick as well. 5 light tanks, still not critical mass, and there is a big army out and about. Alright, this is at least gonna go down in due time. The 3rd oil derrick is also being tackled, so there's... after that, there's only gonna be 1 derrick remaining. Still, how much money has he earned from this? Let's see. Yep. I mean, there's a little dip here. But the economy is again 7k up without any big engagements. Yeah, Goat is just playing the macro game so well and basically executing it flawlessly. He's got the... stated it before, he used to be an, or he still is I guess, an Age of Empires 2 player. Oh, move command here as well. My lord. When it rains it pours, huh? He's trying to get any crushes in whatsoever. None were had. Nothing is connecting. This is over. I don't like calling it early, but this is beyond over. How are you gonna come back from this? Yeah, as an AoE 2 player, you definitely need to be on top of your macro game. People have elaborated to me that in AoE 2, it's actually the norm to have 100 workers, despite having a 200 per 200 food cap or population cap. So, yeah, economy definitely it does play a vital role there. Oh my lord, what a brutal game! Absolute slaughter, like lambs to the slaughter. And I really like how we've had the same with I Like Men last time. They both play really well around the ranges of the pillboxes or of field defenses. They never get caught off guard too hard. Okay, he's trying it all in. There's just too many things. Too many defensive lines. There's gonna be more flame towers popping up. The AoE from the flame towers is demolishing this infantry blob. He's gonna be maybe able to force out. Okay, GG. Yeah. GG being called. His eco lines have been ransacked there. Man, what a display of power. This was just Goat putting his foot down and saying, I still have a shot at this title. Yeah. This is gonna be very exciting. I really want to see Goat versus I Like Men and all those who have been near flawless thus far. Alright, I'm also gonna be playing my own matches in a couple days' time, so that's gonna be exciting. RHL Season 10 has finally kicked into high gear. It's been a while. It took a while to rev up, but now we're in second gear. Yeah, Goat definitely looking strong and indomitable. We are gonna be watching more to find out how this is gonna proceed, and in the meantime I've also got a couple of nice casts, like intermediary casts, because someone sent me a Doom 2K replay. We're gonna have a Doom 2K cast, but probably it's a special cast. Also some TD is on the menu as well. Some really good games from the TD GL series as well. Stay tuned, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.